Okay, so class within another class we call it as a nested class. So what is the thing here? They have the same access rights. So what is the same access rights here? We call them as a access specifiers. So what are the access specifiers? Are they are also called as a visibility modes. Three visibility modes at first. One is the public access specifier. It has a protected access specifier and it has private access specifier. So they have the same access rights as the other members which contains in that. So the class. So here enclosing it is special because it enclosed within the one class, the class X, and class Y. So the Y is enclosed. This is called as inner class. What we call inner class. And what is the class X here? It is called as an outer class. Now, the class Y is innerly declared within the class X. Hence, this is called as a nested class. So let's have the syntax. How we are going to declare? The syntax here is class outer. Outer means here for the better understanding purpose. I have written it as the outer class. You can have n number of outer class. Similarly, you can have n number of inner classes. So where you declare this nested class? Anywhere, any visibility mode. Either it may be the public, it may be the private, or it may be the protected. Its visibility can be public. Here it is public. It can be the protected or it can be the private. Wherever you want, you can provide that nested class definition. There's no issue with it. Search, I will describe that. Okay, so members of the, so we are going to access that. Access nested class, like, as I say now, let's understand with the simple basic concept here. Now, class grandfather, it contains the class father. Next, it contains the class child. Okay. Now, I will access the information of a class child. So, where this child is present? This child is present in the father, and in turn, the father is present in grandfather. So, how we have to write? So, first we have to write the outer class name. Take the outer class name here, grandfather. Then the scope resolution operator. Next, another second outer class that is F. Again, scope resolution. Then last nested inner class name is C. So this is the way we are going to access the nested classes. After that, we can create the object for the class C. Okay, so here the outer class name. Here, how many outer classes are here? There are two outer classes. One is the grandfather, and second one is the father. Which is the nested class here? The father and the child. So, what is the object name here? I have written as OBJ. So, this is how we are going to access the nested class. So, let's take an example so that you can understand it better. We'll execute this. Okay, so you can understand that. Now, let's take an example. It's telling that hash include iron space, namespace, webthreading, class A, which it doesn't have any data members are the member functions here. If you want, you can add. In class A is what? Here, the outer class. Now, class B is declared. What is the visibility mode here? Visibility mode for this class B, that is a inner class. Class B is an inner class. Hence, this is also called as nested class. Class is defined inside the another class. So, the class B contains the two member functions here. Class B contains the two member functions. What are those? One is a get data and another one is a put data. There are two data member and member functions here. This is a data member. This is member function and this is member function. Get data, we are reading the value where we are passing the n value. Here, this read and assign value is performing. Assigning the value is performing. So, if you pass here the 10 value will store in n. So, the n is assigned into the number. So number contains the value as 10. So get data function is assigning num equal to 10. Whereas data is a method which is displaying the value of, that is the number, whatever you are given as 10. It will display the thing. So these are the two member function. So how to access? Let us see. So this is defining is been done. So this is closing with the inner class. Inner class closing first to be happen. First, you have to close the inner, then last outer class, whatever that comes. Outer class, you need to close. Okay. So what are we going to do now? Define how to create object and access in the main method. That is how we are going to take. What is the outer class name? This is an outer class name. Name is the outer class name. And here scope resolution operator is to provide for accessing the nested class. Accessing the nested class. And this is the object for nested class. Object for nested class. So using this object, so how many data members, member functions are present there? Member function, one is a get data and one is the put data. So the result is here, the output you get as, okay. So here the output is nested class in CPP, nested class in CPP. The number, what you have passed here, get data method, you have passed 9. So 9 will stored in n. So number is being assigned with n. So 9 is in turn assigned to the number, hence number is equal to 9. So that will be your tracing of the tracings takes place. So this is about a nested class. So you are going to take an example. Different types of nested classes. We have the different types of nested classes. How many there are types? Depend upon the member nested class. If it is comes with a member nested class, as I mentioned, private, public, and protected. Similarly, if you take static, then static nested class. If you take a friend nested class. If you take a local, then the local. Otherwise, if you are doing anything, then it is called anonymous. Okay, so these are the different types of nested classes. Thank you.